All right, we're gonna watch Dune movie part 1. Sorry, Dunis, directed by Denis Villeneuve.
He's
It's a
quickly
movie I have seen. Sorry?
he's quickly become like one of my favorite directors, and I only started watching him because of you.
Oh. I mean, yeah, I've been pimping him out since before he was making blockbusters.
Yeah.
I was pimping him out since fucking Incendie.
Well,
Fucking his Montreal French films, okay?
that that movie was
What?
great. Incendie.
Yeah, Incendie is fucking awesome. Enemy.
Joe.
Arrival.
Mama.
Sorry?
Joe.
No. Who's Joe? All right, so Cat BF's here. Torkin's here. I'm here. We're all queer. Get used to it. We're going to watch the movie. It's all of our second watches except Torkin.
Yeah, it'll be my first watch.
Blade Runner 2049 is awesome.
I
like that movie a lot. Sorry?
It took me a while to figure out if I liked that movie or not. I walked out of the theater and said, I don't know if I like that movie.
Oh.
I had to
like it now?
sit on the ride home thinking about it. Yeah. Now,
have you seen it more than once?
Yeah, now that I've seen it more than once, I really appreciate it. But when I walked out the first time, I was like...
Are you like a fan of the OG Blade Runner?
No, I hate the first Blade Runner.
All right. Well, all right. So we're gonna watch the film. 2 hours 35 minutes. I'll be watching the sequel in theaters later in the week. So that's why we're doing this now. Here we go.
The squeakle.
Torkin will start slightly earlier than everybody else. All right. Ready, spaghetti. 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
I like that. That it's before the...
Oh, I thought there was no... I was like, bold move to have no... no things.
They for sure had no things right there, yeah.
Yeah, yep. Well, like no studio logos at the start. Is what I meant to say. No, that's sand.
It's Ice Spice.
How do they tell the difference?
Yeah, I heard that Spice was blue in the book. I was kind of hoping for blue shit, but... Is that why their eyes are blue?
Would make sense.
I like the sound design a lot. It's got really good sound.
Are they supposed to be blue, or is my copy...
What do you mean?
Like, Zendaya's blue.
Her eyes are blue. Are there more blue things?
Hold up.
If your copy is goofed, you might need to download a codec. So we might have to restart this. We're only a few minutes in. Are you just going to watch it with bad colors?
Yeah.
It's supposed to look brown right now. Her eyes are blue. That's it.
No, it's definitely like a greenish, and she looks blue.
Are you sure you want to watch the whole movie like this?
I think it's funny.
Okay, sure. All right.
She can just be a Smurf.
No,
this can just be the
watch
Smurf.
It. My copy is fine. This is only affecting Torkin. We both have the same copy. Just Torkin is missing a codec.
This is the Denis Villeneuve Smurf movie.
Yeah. Okay.
And Zendaya's.
You should show your screen for a tiny bit, just so people can see.
Anyway, well, maybe I'd get away with showing it if I've. He looks like a corpse. His lips are blue. Oh no, it cuts in and
out. Yeah. The same thing was happening for me with this copy before I downloaded a codec. I wasn't sure that you were also missing that codec.
Oh, okay.
I upgraded my Media Player Classic and installed new codecs and
Actually, I think I can fix this because I think it's on Australian. He looks so fucking funny.
I mean, yeah, you can always just sync up to us while we're still going to.
Yeah, don't you worry. I'll figure it out.
I said this in my review. I would have loved if this wasn't so star-studded with its cast. If I'm going to be in a fantasy world, I don't want to be thinking of Tim Cham. Like, it's a fantasy. Like, I want to believe I'm in another world, not thinking of celebrities. I don't want to think of Tim Cham. He's a fucking twink. Yeah. Well, to me, he'd already been in some Gaybo movies. And I said that in my review, and people were like, "You can't have actors in movies?" That's not a real criticism, because I liked the movie. You describing your experience is invalid, because it doesn't match with mine. The music's reminding me of Talos Principle here. I like it.
The baby principle.
It's a great game for me, a baby. It bad. Cat BF, do you prefer Zendaya with blue eyes or regular?
I mean, at the moment she looks like Smurfette to me, so I can't.
I want to see Smurfette.
She's blue all over.
Yeah.
Send us a fucking picture in the Discord.
Okay, I'll send you a picture when it comes up.
Yeah, take a picture with your phone.
No, the best Zendaya was her and Anne Hathaway in that commercial.
Say that again?
Zendaya. The best Zendaya was her and Anne Hathaway in that commercial.
Oh, the TIFF.
Yeah.
Boulevard Glee or whatever. Beep 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 bop 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 beep beep.
Clap clap clap.
Yeah. For this budget, I don't think we should be able to tell when something's CG. Because this is the same director as 2049 when you couldn't tell anything was CG at any point. Right?
Yeah.
When you're making a movie like 4 years after and it's also sci-fi, I feel like I shouldn't be able to tell. Like maybe you should have cut back the budget of the actors and not hired mega celebrity, stars. This spaceship was a practical prop. Well, it shouldn't look like it's CG. I feel like that's the same excuse as the FNAF Jim Henson thing. Like, oh, in the behind the scenes, it was totally real. But like, I'm talking about how it looks. Okay, it is. Okay, you're joking. After that Jim Henson thing, I would believe anything.
Nah.
Okay, I see why people like this. It's because it's fucking bullshit Star Wars nonsense. It's just...
Who hurt you, Adam?
You insist a tone. You imply a vastness to the universe. What do I mean, Star Wars? I mean the thing that people soy over. I mean, it's better than Star Wars. Sure, I'll agree with you on that. It's better than Star Wars, but it's just... People really like the vibe. I think this has a better vibe than Star Wars, but... And also, it's better fucking Villeneuve is directing this than J.J. Abrams, but, I wish he was working on things that were more things that I cared about, I guess. Is that Aquaman? Yeah, it is. I heard his voice.
Do you think he wasn't allowed to shave his beard for Aquaman?
Do you think that he's going to have a nice, crisp pint of Guinness after this scene? You think he's going to just chug 5 cans of Guinness right now?
No, he's got to go fucking team call into the court for Johnny v. his wife.
I hate Tim Cham in this role. I wish it was somebody else.
Do you think it... Tobey Maguire.
He made a great gay twink. he was perfect in Call Me by Your Name.
Call me by your twink.
He's not delivering these lines great. I don't believe it. He's the character from the book. Cool. I'm a person watching the movie. I have not read the book. Synecdoche. I'm not going to die.
Oh, well, good. Arrakis, I hardly know kiss. Thank you.
Huh?
Well, thank goodness you moved that grass over a little bit.
Please boo Tora for me. Boo Tora.
Well, that's fair.
I just don't believe his performance. I don't believe his emotions.
He got railed.
Like, is he the guy in the book to a T because of his appearance? I just don't believe what he's saying. Yeah, appearance. That's like casting people in biopics. Like, who cares?
Do you think Timothée Chalamet had to go to a voice coach to get the accent of Paul Atreides out of his system?
Oh yeah, now he just only talks like him forever.
His name is Duncan Idaho.
Dunkachino.
I mean, if you're going to be dead set on Timothée Chalamet, I think Oscar Isaac's a bad pick for a dad.
Also, just anybody being more talented than him being on screen at the same time kind of draws attention to how bad he's being.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not... It's funny that I'm coming to terms with exactly what my issues are with this film. It's not necessarily that it's an all-star cast, because, like, Blade Runner 2049, fucking Ryan Gosling, right? That worked fine. The issue is that Tim Cham is not giving a believable performance. He's bad at it. He's not good at it. This was a huge movie. If he was doing great in his role, he would have like a fucking Oscar nomination, right? He's really just not, like, he's doing fine, but like, for me to not believe that he's Mr. Teen Heartthrob celebrity, he has to be doing more than just fine, right?
Did Dune get nominated for anything?
Some techies.
Okay.
Would I say Tim does a bad job at playing a cold, emotionless character? I'm trying to imagine what I've liked him in other than gay twink movie. Like, legit, I'm trying to imagine like what I've really loved him in other than that. Because he was cringe in the Wonka trailer. Bones and all. Yeah, he was good in that, actually. He's every time he's worked with fucking Guadagnino, he's been great. Those are both his films. So blame the director, I guess.
What the? What is happening?
They've got shields.
But what do they protect against if
the swords? Yeah.
What?
The slow blade, if it's too fast, then the shield works.
But
it doesn't work against slow things. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
That's dumb. Like, I understand that it would stop bullets.
I'm sure the book readers fucking love seeing this, though.
Yeah.
The Dune lore people. The effects look good here, though. I like what it's doing visually. I think it's well communicated, I guess. Yeah, it's an excuse to have future sci-fi, but also swords, so that bullets that are going fast
do nothing. Okay, so
they don't do anything because you have a shield, but you have to use a sword.
Is he going to pull out a lightsaber?
It's crazy that I even believe Josh Brolin's character more than I believe Tim Cham's.
He actually looks like Thanos.
After seeing Josh Brolin in fucking Oldboy, it's crazy that I can still believe him in anything. It's just Tim Cham is. I think I've found why I just don't like the movie. It's just Tim Cham is just not good in it. The sad reality of filmmaking is sometimes you have to put a celebrity in your lead role in order to get it greenlit in the first place.
Oh, Booba.
Oh, is that the guy from Prisoners?
Don't know.
And like,
seen Prisoners.
Oh shit, that's a great movie. Late Night with the Devil. Is that the guy from Late Night with the Devil? Not this guy. Yeah, Dalmatian. Yeah, Polka Dot Man, yeah. I saw it in his eyes. What is Sepal Leopard? Are you referencing the title of a book in the background of a Darman ripoff YouTube channel? Or is that a real thing? I might do a watch along for the 1984 Dune, yeah. David Lynch, I think I will. Okay.
We gotta make music for some mystical people.
Yeah, just gotta remember. I think I'll write in my calendar to do that.
Give you a kiss.
My finger points.
Ah, that is a nicer ear. What's that? Imagine if he didn't speak that language and he was really saying, what are you saying?
We'll be watching part 2.
Part poo.
70 millimeter IMAX.
Denis himself will be there to rub your shoulders as you watch.
Mr. Villeneuve.
Ooh. That was cool.
I'm so glad I'm rewatching this. I would have forgotten all about like anything that they set up going into the second movie. All right, there's a The Voice. All right, that's important.
This was like my favorite part.
I know, it's the only memorable good scene in the entire movie.
Oh.
I also remember this scene, just not the whole the voice part.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I can't believe they've got that little girl from Twilight in there.
I hope her hand is steady because just.
Oh shit!
She's like really oops.
Yeah, but
can
then
you just
lean
like... to the right?
Shaking.
Tim Cam can just lean over a little. Like, excuse me.
She'd be like, "Oh, he failed." Yep, that's what happened.
What? I'm not allowed to say anything? You said if I take my hand out, I die. No, now I can't even like communicate my pain.
You can't move your
I
face.
I can't even yell about it.
You got to do it with a smile this whole time.
It's fire ants.
Ooh.
Wonder Woman's coming.
Look out.
Hiya!
Gal Gadot's.
Again, damn. They're not going to drop this in the second film. They're going to keep doing it, but whatever. Hopefully the 70 millimeter looks cool.
You think there'll be more Wonder Woman in the sequel?
Yeah, because it happens a lot in this film. Why would they break consistency? Thanks, Hans Zimmer.
What if she asked him to put his hand in her box?
It would be more painful.
Yeah.
It'd be too spicy. Hans Zimmer did this.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
He's got very little consistency throughout his works, and it's been widely speculated.
He clearly phones some movies in.
Apparently, it's an open secret that he just uses like students in his academy to like do most of the shit for him, and that he's like he doesn't even do anything.
Man, that's like a fucking plot line from Persona. Joe.
May I have a chip or two? Thank you. That was Charlotte Rampling? What the fuck?
It's a bit cold.
They made a really great film for nerds. Am I wrong?
You are correct.
Yeah, that's about right. Thank you. It's all part of the plan.
My father.
My father was a duke.
When I was a young boy, my father
He used to
took
like
me
the
into
spice.
the city to see a marching band. He said, "Son, when you grow up..." I forget. Oh, damn. I forgot to replenish a garbage can or bag near me, so now I just have a corner that I can throw garbage into.
So now you just have a big stinky?
And I just throw a garbage into a corner.
Water. I like the water.
Uh-oh, stinky. Did I know the lead singer of MCR hates that song? Good. I didn't know that, but good.
Well, he made it.
Yeah, why would you put a song you don't like in your own album? Go fuck yourself. You deserve it. What do you mean?
Yeah. So, I hate this song.
You deserve to be annoyed by the millions of dollars that you've made off the song by putting something you don't like in an album that is.
He must really hate it when he falls asleep on his bed of money.
More like Gerard No Way. Maybe he's just tired of singing it. Well, good news. When you record something, you sing it once. When you're done the recording, you don't have to sing it again. You don't have to at a show. You can just choose not to do it. If you want to make more money, you can sing it more. It's kind of a fair trade.
Oh, good. I'm glad that the bagpipes made it into the future.
I don't know if it's... Is it the future or is it just alternate timeline? I have no idea.
Still, bagpipes should not make that journey.
Far future.
Looks pretty futuristic.
I think I would fucking love this movie if I could believe that everything is not green screened.
Or in my case, blue screen.
I would love the look of this movie if it just felt real. There are efforts that he took to make it look real that he did better than a lot of other directors would have with this same project, but it still doesn't, in the end product, it still doesn't feel real to me, at least. It's like part of the biggest problem is I'm just kind of watching Star Wars. Yeah, he used a brown screen instead of a green screen, just so the reflection. No, I'm not even kidding. So the reflection of the light, the reflected light off of the screen would add to the brown environment. So he made efforts to like make things blend in more, but it still doesn't look real. And after him making a sci-fi movie 4 years before this where everything looked real, and me not believing the main character's performance, and me not really just sawing out over the lore.
Would you stop sawing?
I'm just kind of... And no one would ever design this. I'm sorry. It's not... There's no way that that's, like, energy efficient.
They saw the bee movie, and they were like, you know what? What if we made
It doesn't make any sense. We're in the future. You know, just make a helicopter.
Make it be.
I'm more interested in bird wongs. Sounds more interesting. If in the books they're described as bird wings, it still doesn't make much sense, but, you know. This just seems ridiculous from, like, a mechanical perspective. From, like, an energy perspective. You're gonna have hyper fast movements back and forth instead of just having a rotating axle. That makes no sense. But it looks cool, I guess, to other people that aren't me. It's not the movie's fault I'm on the spectrum. Well, do you think that people that are neuroatypical shouldn't be allowed to express their opinions on film?
Yes.
Do you think that people who are not neurotypical, their experiences are invalid on film?
Yes.
Am I not allowed to have an experience? Like, what's
no
your
experiences
point?
allowed.
Scrub your ass with sand.
I just imagine them doing like the dog walk of wiping their ass when they've got worms or something across the sand.
Babe.
I see.
I thought she was the Wonder Woman soundtrack for a second.
Yeah.
We're not doing a watch along for part 2 because that is a movie in theaters, and I'm not going to bring my computer and stream to the theater. It's Timmy Cham. I just thought if I was in an empty theater and like just had live streamed from my phone but didn't show the movie and just like kept it just like
on your
tried
face.
my best so that you didn't hear the movie and just only heard my voice, I could do a live commentary recording like, this is stupid.
This is dumb.
He still just looks like Tim Cham.
Yeah.
Oh, the Dougie.
The Fremen dab.
Sorry, they kind of just glossed over that. Certain steps in a certain rhythm emulates the natural sounds of the desert. I'm sorry, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Emulates the natural sounds of the desert. That's what do you mean? Like the desert naturally, like there's imprints in certain places, like at a certain rhythm. What the fuck? That was dumb. That's so stupid. The audiobook he's listening to is explaining it badly. That's funny. Well, I mean, the movie's 2 parts, so I wish it would take the time to explain. if you split it into fucking 2 movies, then maybe I should get the real version of the explanation.
The whole bloody affair of Dune.
Yeah.
What the Oh my god, a hunter seeker.
A trapper keeper.
That's pretty cool.
Is your copy still very blue?
Well.
Jordan Peele? Oh, that is Rampling. Is he speaking with his butthole? That's like a Pharrell Williams hat under there.
Guys, you're never going to believe what happened.
Yeah, that is Dalmatian. He's in so many movies. Is Prisoners Villeneuve? Who directed Prisoners? It's got to be, right? Yeah, he's in a bunch of Villeneuve movies. Mr. Dalmatian. Yeah, he was in it. Christopher Nolan, too. It was interesting seeing him in a lead role in Late Night with the Devil. That was a part of the appeal for that one. I'm going to make this pencil disappear.
I did a big stinky.
He does look like he did a big stinky. You'd think if, like, there's particles in the air everywhere that people would wear, like, masks. It's the fucking future. You're breathing in sand. You're breathing in sand the entire time. Wear a fucking mask.
After we went through a thing, a huge pandemic.
They would definitely notice that like people that are breathing in sand all the time are dying quicker. My daddy.
Hi, Calamity.
Like, you're all breathing that in right now. It's getting everywhere.
He's wearing a mask.
Because he belongs in the water. Because he's an Aquaman. He took off the mask to breathe in the sand. He only wore it in the helicopter. Sorry, ornithopter.
Is that what they're called?
Yes.
That's dumb.
Yeah. I remembered it. I don't know why. Ornithopter?
Ornithopter? I hardly know her. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's a 60s sci-fi book. Give it a break. No, it's not. This is a 2021 film. You're allowed to do whatever the fuck you want. You can take the source material and make it whatever the fuck you want. Go fuck yourself. It's not a 60s sci-fi book that I'm reading. I'm watching a 2021 film. You're a liar. You're a fucking liar. Promoting your threads is spam, yes.
Why don't you promote Joe Mother?
You're going to have to make a good case as to why it's important. Any other movie, I wouldn't even be acknowledging you because I'd be more interested in the film, but
I kind of Javier Bardem can only do one character.
Oh, that is him.
I think he's been typecast.
As a Mexican?
Yeah. You know, walking in rooms, spitting everywhere, classic Mexican. You come here for the spice, bobbity poopy.
I like his voice a lot.
Is it because it's like Scars?
Most of the things I like are just things that remind me of Scar, yes.
I knew it. So does every Fremen have a Mexican accent, or is it just Javier?
Every Fremen is a painting. They're going to hunt down the Fremen.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Spanish, not Mexican.
Wow. Adam.
Wow. But I didn't say he was Mexican. I said he got typecast as Mexican. You're
true,
racist.
True.
Burrito Supreme, you should know better. It's going to be tough watching the second movie in theaters and not being able to just like riff over it casually. This is what's helping me with it. Like the first time I watched this movie, completely silent, I was bored out of my fucking mind. Like this is fine now. I'm fine. I'm like, this is okay. I'm able to just like talk.
Yeah. I think I agree with you. I think I wouldn't have made it this far if we went just...
I'm still a little bored.
It's one of the most boring sci-fi movies ever. For like a really well-filmed movie with like a huge cast that everybody likes and made a bunch of money. Or enough to get a sequel at least.
Maybe if I get really drunk, I'll enjoy it.
I don't think that helps, bro. Trust.
Well, people that like this type of movie are just like really into the lore and the source material and Star Wars shit, right? So
what did you say?
That looks very CG. Like bad. You know?
In the
we're coming off its Blade Runner 2049 was 4 years before this. And not a single point in that movie do I go, that looks CG. I feel like the same director making a more expensive movie later in time, I shouldn't be feeling those things.
Everybody just calm the fuck down, maybe.
I thought she was Scary Spice.
I lost my sisters, Baby and Posh.
Could you imagine joining a musical group and saying, I'm Baby?
No, I think Ginger Spice was probably the worst thought out one.
I Baby is the one that is weird to me.
Because a lot of people are like, I'm Baby.
Yeah, but she's also trying to be hot, which is like kind of like, oh, I'm a baby. It's so hot that I'm being infantilized. I'm a woman. I don't have a brain.
Baby.
Like that's what she was doing. I'm just a dumb girl. Baby Spice. Why would you do that to yourself? You're an adult. Toy Z321D. Are you confusing that with Da Baby?
Yeah, I'm Da Baby.
Not Lil Baby, but Da Baby. Because I've never heard of a Lil Baby.
Oh, Bene Gesserit is a group, not a person. Okay, all right.
Whew. Oh, well.
They
I've
said
got a
the
nosebleed.
word.
I'll be right back. Oh.
They got him. Adam's a bleeding.
Why?
Somehow I'm bleeding in both nostrils, and it's not much, but...
Jesus.
All right. Ugh. Can you pass me the bottle opener?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm fine. I just get nosebleeds sometimes. It's dumb.
I'll stop picking it so much.
Well, it's funny. You can check this on stream. I literally just like bumped the side of my nose on the exterior.
And now it's bleeding.
That was, yeah. I got nosebleeds way more often when I lived in Edmonton because of the dry climate, but here it's not as bad.
But what about your glasses?
Oh. I've probably lost enough blood from nosebleeds over my lifetime
to fake your own death,
to kill a person. like literally, if I lost it all at once, I'd have no blood. I've probably lost all of the amount of blood that's in my body. When I was little, it was like a fucking huge problem. I was like gushing. I'd like miss entire classes just bleeding. Damn, I really wish I had a garbage bag. Hold on.
If I go grab a drink, will I miss anything, chat? Ah, it's sparkly. No, yes, no. Nah, don't think so. Okay. I'll miss the worms? Okay. We're in the one scene not to bounce on. Alright.
Is Cat BF okay? He's struggling to
stay awake.
I'm trying to stay awake.
He looks very sleepy.
He's ED? I mean,
we've both tried watching this movie before separately. We're trying our best.
It's hard, chat. I'm trying. Oh, is this the Alaskan bullworm? Okay, I can make it for this.
Oh no, now it's too dusty. Why am I using this mask?
I'm sad that I'm not getting fucked in the ass right now.
By a teacher. Sorry.
It is big, scary, and pink, Mr. Spoodersaurus.
Just a little bit of blood. In
Why
both
did they shoot the
nostrils
worm?
somehow. I don't understand how that happened. Oh. It'd be cool if I cared about the character. For these same things to be happening in a movie where I didn't just see Tim Cham. You should be doing the special walk to emulate the sounds of the desert.
Like, that makes
Do
fucking
the special
sense.
walk.
Do the Michael Jackson moonwalk so they think you're going the other way.
You should buy an Xbox 360 and run away.
So what do the worms eat?
Chips?
Like,
I don't know. Anything?
Yeah, I don't know.
Big trucks.
If they eat big trucks and massive dicks, where do they... I don't know. For that size, there must be a lot of trucks on the fucking planet. Stop telling me I'm coming.
There's something about this whole, sci-fi and then say every line like it's the most fucking important dramatic thing ever type of movie that just people just fall in love with, and I don't understand.
If we don't get this gobbledydoob production line ready, the Grand Master will have our heads. And the music. Wah, wah, wah. Did he get spiced?
If I could replace Tim, would I replace him with? Well, I haven't read the source material. Just like, I don't know, a better actor.
Tom Holland. Oh, she looks so fucking funny. Oh yeah, Ezra Miller.
I have never heard anyone say that they're a massive fan of the David Lynch version and didn't like the new one. That's an interesting perspective. I have not seen the David Lynch film. Well, but maybe I'll like it more than this, honestly. I'm kind of a Temple of Doom kind of guy, so,
Oh no, my blue blood. No one makes me bleed my own blood, LeFleur.
David Lynch hates his own film. Yeah, Quentin Tarantino hates Death Proof, and that's a fucking banger, so who cares?
Does he?
Deathly the Artist. Yeah, because people made fun of him, and he got self-conscious. He's like, oh, okay, it's bad. I'm sorry.
That was
He apologized for it. It's a fucking awesome movie.
That was a great Quentin Tarantino impression.
Yeah, thank you.
Because it's fun, Janice.
2 feet, please.
Mom, you are pregante.
If we were watching the film Tracers, starring Taylor Lautner from 2015, it would be over in like 15 minutes.
What if they got Taylor Lautner to play Paul?
Taylor Lautner. It would be a good T movie. It would be a good secret T movie.
Man, this is beautiful, but I don't know what's going on.
Grape lady. Oh, I can't breathe. Oh, just FYI, I'm gonna do a preemptive self-defense here.
Yeah.
To the people who have never seen a watch-along before and are just showing up to this video because somebody said, look at this asshole not engaging with the movie that everybody loves, and you showed up to it just to get mad and rage watch something. Mm-hmm. What you don't understand is that my lack of engagement is not from an intentional choice to not engage with something and then therefore not like it because I didn't engage with it. My lack of engagement is because the film is not compelling to me. It starts with the film. Okay? You can watch any of the other watch-alongs on the channel. Watch the one for fucking May, December. There's tons where I've just been into what the movie is showing to me. And I don't talk over it. Or if I do, I'll be like, oh, wait, stop. Something's happening right now. I'm not even going to pay attention to that. Like, I have a reason to, like, be into it. And I think I've stated my reasons for not being into this. And if you don't relate to it, that's fine. But
like
I just hope you. All I'm saying is that I hope you understand at some point in your wretched life that some people have different brains, and that not every person has to have the exact same experience with a piece of media as you, and they are not incorrect for not feeling the same way that you do.
I feel like I'd appreciate this more if I'd read the book.
I think that if I was a fan of the book, then I would inherently just feel validated by seeing it on the screen in a faithful way as a fan of the book. But I don't give a shit about it. It doesn't matter.
In Thanks that scene back there in the rain, they were scooping water out of some guys hung upside down. And my first thought is, what the fuck's going on there? And I'm sure it's explained in the book. Whereas in the movie, for time restraints, they just go over it.
Somebody also said that the whole walking across the desert to emulate the sounds of the desert thing is better explained in the book. So after a certain bit, people were commenting on my Hunger Games video. They're like, I would ask questions why is this the thing? Why is this happening? Why did this happen? People would comment being like, it was actually explained in the book. That's not a real criticism. I'll be like,
actually,
when you make a film, the whole point is to make something for people that didn't read the book. It's not a fucking part 3. You start with the book and then you go to a film. It's not a companion piece to the book. It's a separate entity. Why just make another book then?
Oh no. A gun! Why didn't they have their shields? Chemistry, if that's true, I'm going to be so fucking mad.
Oh, yeah. No, I think that is the case.
Then why not just use those bullets all the time?
It is kind of dumb, isn't it? People got so mad when I said the ornithopter doesn't make any sense and no one would do that in any universe. I'm like... Yeah, they would. Because animals fly like that. Because it's based off of real bugs. That's why you would make a machine like that.
Oh, Oscar's calling for more security. I need some security. So do they have a battery or something, the shields, or what?
I've been chewing the fuck out of this pen.
Oh. Now a dot.
Yeah, here we go. The dart is going very slowly.
That was fucking stupid and I hate it.
See?
No. As soon as that dart's existence was made known, the shields became completely pointless and stupid. He betrayed them.
Yep. So that's the second scene I remember. We're hour 18. We've now had 2 scenes that I remember from the first watch. And 2 scenes that I'm only going to remember from this one as well. I mean, I'm having the exact same experience as the first movie, just having a bit more fun because I'm able to say something out loud. I mean, technically, I did watch the first one at home because it was during COVID and went straight to HBO Max, but I was not watching it on stream. I mean, I think there's some cool looking shots coming up. Running and explosions.
What did they fall down for?
I like the lighting in those shots. Those are good shots.
Don't get me wrong. This looks amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm still mad about the fucking shields. Oh, let me guess. That's a slow bob that can defy gravity to get through the shields? That was pretty cool.
I find myself in the same situation as the first time I watched it, where I'm like, I don't understand what's happening because it's so boring that I just don't engage with it. So by the end of it, I'm kind of just like, what's happened? Why is anyone doing anything? Why is anybody mad? Like, why is anybody fighting? Like, I don't even know. This is the second time I watched the movie. I'm just so not invested in it. Somebody's gonna have to give me a fucking Cliff Notes version. I'm just kind of passively... Yeah.
It'd be funny if
Are people fighting because they want spice? Why are they fighting? Can someone explain this?
Yeah, why
are they fighting? This is the second time I watched the film. Yeah, I don't understand why anyone's fighting.
Because the Emperor told them to get off the fucking place.
Okay, some of them are bad guys. That's why. We are moments away from a snoring cat BF.
Yeah, well.
He is not.
He's tried his best.
He is done very soon. Oh my god. He needs some neck support. That's what he needs. Mercenaries sent by House Harkonnen. Emperor and House Harkonnen put the Atreides in charge of Arrakis not as a boon, but to put them in an overwhelming situation in which they could easily be cut down. The Harkonnen are going to kill them out here in the desert and be able to go, actually, we were never there doing this. They were just unable to find off brigands, I guess.
That's dumb and stupid and dumb.
I still don't understand why anyone's fighting.
Ah, yes. So, from what I can tell, is they did it to make them weaker so they could get rid of them.
I like that. I like this part. Introduce a stake. And I think I even remember how it plays out. Like, finally, something interesting. God, it took an hour and a half.
Hey, Papa Bray. Thanks for the raid.
Capiev is struggling. He's literally like He can't even hear me right now. I'm not sure his eyes are yet. Oh my god. I feel like I should put him to bed. He's just gonna have his neck's gonna be sore.
He's just gonna have a little nappy. He's eepy. What's this I'm playing? I'm playing TFT, but I'm watching Dune with YMS. So this is more just background. And you're welcome to watch along, one might say. But I wouldn't recommend it. I love Doom, not Doom, Dune.
I love kids, Charlie. I love kids.
I don't think you should be saying that. Is there anything you want to show me? How about that ant? That's pretty cool. I guess.
I'm just shocked that Cat BF seems to be in like an eternal struggle. Oh, you're awake again. He's heard me now. Hello.
Oh, that's cool.
You've been passing in and out of like you. If you had a surface to support you, you would be gone right now. The only thing keeping you awake is your body's response to like almost falling over.
That is true. Hi, Mr. Scootersaurus.
Fart reverb.
See ya, chump. Oh, dude, I could make the echo in here. See ya, chump. I should be a voice actor. Oh, shit. Oh! Cat BF's neck went so far back his headphones fell off, and then he woke up again. Yeah, and now the mic is turned upside down.
Poor Cat BF.
It's hard, man.
I could probably uninstall this neck support on this chair and put it on yours. Do you want neck support? You want to sleep?
There's like an hour left. Can I lay down and then come back in like 20 minutes?
You can lay down and then pretend you've watched the entire movie.
Yeah, hold on. I can just take this off. Do you want to trade chairs? This one has neck support.
Nah. That's not the problem.
No way, that's his voice. Go.
I do remember Funny Voice Man. Now. Okay.
Sonic's I am sleeping
the voice
without your permission.
Can the mum use the voice?
I think it might be a thing where you need to not be gagged to do it.
Well, yeah, but like... Oh, okay. Well, that answers that fucking question.
Wait, which him? What if he thought you meant
Yeah.
the
What if he just turned and stabbed Paul?
Yes. Okay.
Oh, sorry, mother. Well, excuse me, princess.
I don't know anything about Dune that's not in the movie. Okay? I haven't read the book. I haven't seen the Lynch thing. I haven't watched the fucking miniseries. And in fact, I don't want to know anything about Dune that's not in the movie, so I can judge it as a movie. I think it's important to see how it presents information. So I'm not going to do a fucking lore dump search before the part 2. I'm just going to watch it as a movie.
Get a load of Mr. Watcher's movies around here.
I am a movie watcher, not a life liver. Did I watch the Elden Ring DLC trailer? Should I if I haven't beaten the game yet, or like?
Have you not beaten the game? Don't watch it.
Okay.
Also, it's fucking $60.
Well, I bet it's an entire game's worth of shit. So who cares?
If it is not an entire game worth of shit,
60 Australian dollars.
yeah, $60 dues.
Yeah. So like $10.
Fuck you. That's like the most expensive DLC.
What does a normal game cost for you at this point? Games are like fucking
$110.
I was about to say like games are like $100 Australian Canadian now. Like a normal game.
And then they're gonna sit there with a straight face and be like, "Yeah, just $60, please."
Well, maybe if people didn't hype it up so much, they wouldn't be able to do that.
True.
Also, they should make a Sekiro sequel, so...
Yes!
Whatever. That was a very passionate response.
I really want
yes!
I really want a Sekiro sequel.
Yeah, I hope they do something more with that. Did you do the gauntlet?
No, I'm bad.
Okay.
So
you didn't beat the game.
The gauntlet
so
came out after I did everything.
You didn't beat it. You didn't do the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could go back.
How do you know it's good?
You're right. I can't know if the game is good or not because I haven't remotely looked at it in the gauntlet sense. Actually, that's a lie. I've done the first gauntlet. I haven't done the second one.
There's a film that takes itself very seriously for being so fucking goofy. I'm going to show you what Cat BF is doing. It's doing this. It's literally what he's doing.
Let's just close that door. What was that?
Without
That was
spoiling
his stank
anything,
breath.
is Zendaya in the second movie more?
Well, you fucking hope so. We're halfway through and
Zendaya?
she's been in it for like 2 seconds.
She has been in it for like 2 seconds. Yes, absolutely. Okay, she's in it more. Is it just the boredom, or am I really tired? This is my second watch of the fucking movie. It's one of the most boring movies ever. You could show me a good movie when I'm tired, I would wake up. You could show me a boring movie when I'm awake, I would get sleepy.
You'd get eepy. All right, well, it's 5:30, so I think I can start drinking without feeling terrible.
Nice. What you drinking?
I'm going to have hard cider crushed raspberry.
Cool. We definitely went to a nice restaurant, and I definitely drank every cocktail on the menu.
I wish I could do that sometimes.
I like trying things.
Yeah.
But there was definitely a point where he was like... the server was like, "You're drinking more?"
But yeah, each drink is 2.44 standard. So
Whoopsie.
Why did no one brush his teeth?
Wow, bougie. Yeah, we were having a belated Valentine's Day dinner because we are in separate cities on Valentine's Day, but we're not today.
How dare you not do
So
it on the specific day?
Excuse me for having a nice dinner.
What did you miss? Oscar Wilde did a big stinky breath on some Swedish guy.
There were 7 cocktails on the menu, and then one secret one that they told me about that wasn't on the menu.
For gay horses only.
We had 8 cocktails. Split between 2 people, not bad. I had 5 of them. Cat BF had 3 out of the 8. But I'm a big horse. Also, I think he's like out. I think he's done. I think we got him. I think I'm gonna push his mic closer. We're gonna see. If
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Yeah, I think he's done. He found the position. Oh, all right, hold on.
We should kill Oscar.
Where are they gonna get some snores out of him, or when he jerks his head back up and wakes up, he's gonna hit his head on the mic. Either way, it's gonna be funny. It's very precariously placed.
This doesn't make sense.
Maybe both.
Chicken nuggies. There's Zendaya.
It's not a bad scene. Just crazy that we had to fucking get here after an hour and 40 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he's back up and hit his face on the mic. I'm sorry. Yeah,
So much time left. So much left.
I know. There you go.
Thank you.
Of course. Apparently, the next movie has more Zendaya in it.
So
Enough to keep me awake. Halfway.
No,
So
we're further than halfway.
if there's gonna be a holy wall in his name and he doesn't want it, why doesn't he just Anne Hero? Showing my age with that reference.
I understand it.
Yeah, I know you do, because I know you're as old as I am.
5. Well, he's out again.
Hongshu. What the? What? That's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen. Num 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 num.
Duncan Jones? So the worms are attracted to rhythmic sounds. So if you lack rhythm, then they don't find you.
Yeah.
Okay. What is rhythm? A consistency. If your movements are more sporadic, then they don't detect you. That makes a bit more sense. Syncopation. What? What was that? I still don't understand why anyone's doing anything.
We just don't know.
Can someone explain why anyone's doing anything? That would help. That would help me for the next movie, honestly. Game of Thrones with worms? Well, I didn't watch Game of Thrones. Does anybody in the chat know why anyone's doing anything? Do people like this without understanding that part, or just like the people that love the book only understand? And other people just like being reminded of Star Wars or something? Like, what? Read the wiki? The wiki's gonna be long.
I was. Ooh.
Wee! Wee! Harkonnens want to control Dune World for spice and kill Atreides. Atreides wanted to take Dune World and turn into more power. Paul, revenge, survive. Jessica, get Sun safe and possibly off planet. It's so boring. It's not just the movie that's nearly 3 hours. It's part 1. It's nearly 3 hours. I want to sleep so bad. Like legit, are the people that love the story of this, are they just people that read the book? Mr. Donuts.
He lucky the door. Well, why didn't they just fucking start with that laser? Okay.
You could have done that without yelling. They wouldn't even
Yeah,
knew you
probably
were
got
coming.
a few more guys.
You could have stealth killed them. Man.
That didn't answer my question.
I have a funny feeling that I'm going to be one of those people that just likes the David Lynch one better because it's funny.
Probably.
Like, this is so boring. Show me something funny. Like, I'm gonna chew this pen in half. Like, look how much surface area that takes up. For no reason. Stalker is not a boring movie to me. Stalker is a slow cinema type film, but it's not a boring movie. It's slow, but not boring. Just having that soundtrack just right after the death is just I remember laughing at that the first time too. Yeah. Fuck.
Punk.
His name is Joe Biden.
No worms. All that to get 3 of them? Not worth.
But what happens when they're inside and they get vored? Why don't you show that part? Cat BF snoring. I got my headphones on. Very well could be. He's definitely sleeping. I can move the mic closer. Hold on.
It looks like a reuse shot straight out of Blade Runner.
I love my friends. I've been in your house.
No, that's the worst keyboard I've ever seen.
They got dumb fingies. It's so fucking boring. It's so boring. It's so boring. What I just want, like, because people got mad when I gave this a 6, and I'm really feeling like just lowering it to a 5 from this watch. But I just want to know from those people, like, what am I supposed to like about it? There's things about it that are well filmed, but like, am I supposed to be like, what about the story am I supposed to like? What about the narrative am I supposed to like?
Yeah, read more books, Adam.
Yeah.
Squeeze my ding dong. Whee! The inside's just covered in vomit.
Phonics, you kind of revealed yourself by speaking in terms of knowing about the Shazam rating and only thinking in those sorts of terms. And now I'm seeing that like all of your other comments are just complete random bullshit, and I think you're just kind of like, it just seems like you're maybe trolling for attention, or making like cryptic messages that are fun for some other people that like I don't know. You're a new commenter and you've kind of revealed yourself there, so probably gonna ban you, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll keep an eye on you. What's with the selective capital letters? Are you trying to make a code there or what? There's a very specific type of person that thinks of movies only in terms of like cape shit. When you're only comparing things to like Shazam, you've kind of revealed yourself, you know. All right. Well, you're saying you have like 2 more comments to like give me a reason not to ban you. Because right now you're just typing a bunch of nonsense, and I don't like you, and I'm gonna get rid of you. All right. 2 more. Right now you're just okay. Yeah, that was a typo. You're done. Bye bye. You're gone. Yeah, you started today. Big surprise. Bye bye. Yeah, that's fine.
Run for the rocks? Where? Ah, my wing.
Yeah, I think they were just saying random shit until like somebody noticed. I don't know. The Shazam comment is what made it really obvious. there's a certain type of person
who likes Shazam.
Well, no, that will point out that I said that Shazam 2 was not as bad as everybody else was saying it was. That I could see some things in that film that there was effort placed there. And there's a certain type of person that like only sees films through the lens of like superhero cape shit and like Star Wars and nonsense like that. And so like to them that is just like such a it's an unreasonable, unthinkable, unbelievable opinion. And so that will be the one that they mention. Cuz they just don't watch anything that's not Dune or Star Wars or cape shit or whatever, right?
Well, why would you watch anything else when this has just been so super interesting?
Yeah. All right, well, I stream on multiple platforms. They have every ability to chat on the other one, so it's not even a real ban.
Got him.
This is maybe the most boringest movie of all time.
This has definitely been a movie.
Oh, sorry, CatBF hit the mic again that I had placed to to capture the snores. And he's back out. He's out again. How is there 30 more minutes? That's so stupid.
Sorry. Man, this time has just flown by and definitely hasn't been a slow, painful crawl through a desert. I mean, I like Dune.
Hey, CatBF, Zendaya's on screen. He's still out.
Why would you lie to him like that?
He did not wake up. I think I'm committed to dropping this to a 5 out of 10. Like, how do you... If the source material is so good, why is it so poorly communicated in this film? This is my second watch. First time I wasn't talking over it at all. Like, I respect a lot of the craftsmanship that went into portraying the world and the source material, but fuck, it's not a great standalone experience unless you're just like, I like Star Wars, and you just love the tone. And like every line is just so important, and the actors say it as if it's the most important line ever, and the music is like, oh wow, this is so important right now, but like nothing matters. Yeah, people in the chat have fallen asleep and woken back up. This is not a good sign.
But it's just so good.
Film books. If you do the same moves, would it not be rhythmic? If you're both doing the same?
Yeah. They'd be like, wow, that pattern over there sure is weird, but I can fucking tell what's happening.
Yeah, I gotta watch Zone of Interest for the second time. Okay, that's not a sand walk. You're just walking normal. You're just walking up. Why aren't they coming? Yeah, you're just walking normal. Because wait, someone explain this.
No, look, they're doing the jank leg. You can see it in the sand.
Oh yeah, at the very end. What?
It's very funny. Oh no.
As long as the rhythm is inconsistent. Yeah, well, for a good chunk of time, they were doing a pretty consistent uphill walk.
Worms hate 4
I should watch Tremors. I've never seen Tremors.
I haven't. I know that Kevin Bacon's in it.
Hmm.
And that is the extent of my knowledge on Tremors.
I want to film I want a buddy comedy with Kevin Bacon and John Hamm.
Have you seen that show that's it's called like The Following or something? It's Kevin Bacon versus a cult of murderers.
A buddy cop movie with Kevin Bacon and John Hamm. Damn. Writes itself.
No,
they do got to be cops. My God, that's the best idea I've ever heard.
Why doesn't she just yell at the worm to tell him not to eat his son?
Maybe you should stop running and start doing the Dougie.
That looks like a big poo-poo.
If it had fingies, it could just pick them up, but they don't.
Nope, it's just some gaping asshole.
A creature that big must consume a lot of calories. It doesn't seem like there's that much out there to like I don't know how it sustains that mass.
Just farted on his face.
Like it expends a lot of energy, right?
As a gay man, that's what I think.
I don't think it eats sand.
Vaginas look like.
Vagina. What does that mean?
So remember how that chick set off that thing?
Oh, okay, that's a thumper.
To get
it stopped because it's now distracted by some sick ass beats.
Yeah, someone's been beatboxing. The sand can't be that wet looking, and then they are just able to run across the top. Wow, a line from Dune. That was insane.
Bonus piece of necessary information for the people hate watching this video once it gets uploaded, or maybe some of you know. Well, I mean, no, yeah. But seriously, when you go against the grain on what is essentially cape shit, when you go against the grain on one of these like soy movies, people hate watch it because they're like, oh, but I'm a part of the majority that agrees, and I don't understand this person, right? So they don't believe that an experience outside their own brain exists that is legitimate, right? Typically what happens is they'll look at like my chat, which is also, a good chunk of them bored by the movie, and they'll be like, wow, they're like scared to like not agree with Adam, or like, oh wow, you're just like such a sheep, they just follow this guy, without understanding that like this is the people that follow me are people generally, when you follow someone on the internet and you support them and you're in their community, generally it's people that you already kind of agree with, right? And my tastes and what I consider to be engaging about a film, compelling, etc., it's pretty consistent. And that consistency is the reason why there's a lot of people in my audience that feel the same way that I do about these things. It's not like they're waiting for my cue. Maybe some of them are. But
I stand around all day looking at my phone, waiting for an update on Twitter.
My audience has like a pretty good perception of like what I will or won't like before I've even seen it.
Well, like, that just means you're super excited for Quiet Place Day 1.
Of course. When Tar came out, people were like, this is exactly the movie that Adam would love. And I did. And that's why I saw it. It's because people in my subreddit were telling me that it was something I would dig.
He like hit me in the chest.
Oh yeah, and a lot of people in my audience are not even necessarily just people that agree with me. A lot of them are just people that are not triggered by other opinions existing, and they can listen to someone disagreeing with them and be like, "Oh, okay, that's interesting," and at least understand a new perspective without getting mad because it's not attacking their actual identity.
I have a question.
If you
Why does
don't,
Paul
if you
have
don't
a
like,
fucking gun now?
if you don't like the movie that I've attached my identity to, that means that I'm bad. Yeah, tons of people in my audience that are just chill. Is what I would say. Yeah. But I'm gonna watch the second movie and hopefully
Probably
it's just
give
the
it a
fucking
5
hopefully it's the fucking best thing in the world. It has to be better than this, right?
because they've set up.
It
They've
has
set
to
up
be
all the world building in this
because
one.
it's they've set up the things that are boring. Now they can do things. It
Oh,
has to
she's
be better than
here.
this. Like I'm
2 hours and 16
I'm
minutes
legit.
into the movie.
I have to downgrade this to a 5. It's so boring. Like I'm not crazy. This reaffirmed my belief. She's also not great.
Zendaya
More like Zendaya.
nailed it.
Mr. Mate OO, do you like the book? Have you read the book? Or is this like the only experience you've had with the universe? And if you've read the book, did you read it before watching the film? Never read it? Wow. Do you like Star Wars? Oh. Does the Lynch film explain things better? Because if I watch that and I understand things that
I
are
think they
happening
have
a
a lot
lot
of
more clearly,
inner monologues.
then I'm gonna be pissed.
They
I'm
have
gonna
a
be
lot of inner
pissed if I watch
monologues in
the.
the.
If I watch the Lynch film and have like a better comprehension of everything happening, I'm gonna be so pissed. Okay, I will watch the Lynch film before the next podcast episode.
Are you gonna watch the David Lynch films that make no sense?
I understand that reference, and yes, I will watch it on my fucking telephone.
Oh no.
Oh shit! Are we about to... No, yeah, it's not there yet.
Who?
I feel like if I watched this film a third time, I would bring it down to a 4. You know, it's one of those like every time I watch it, I would get more mad. Like I was generous the first time.
Can he use the voice on him? Can he be like, shit yourself? And then he's like, oh.
Teach me how to Dougie.
Yeah.
Divide by 0.
It does like a scan his head explosion.
Yeah. You can tilt the mic down. Cat BF's awake again.
I felt it.
Zendaya's back, kind of, maybe, for a second.
Yeah.
She's definitely in the second movie more, I think. See?
There she is.
Do I know anybody in real life that loves this movie, or like?
Joe?
No, he doesn't. Because I asked him if he cares about Dune, and he said he doesn't. That's why he's not. He would have been probably watching it with us today if he cared. Like, I would have invited him. He said he didn't give a shit about it. Oh, real? Okay, yeah. Because I have a friend named Joe for real. I wasn't gonna say who's Joe, because I do have a Joe that's been on my streams recently, actually. That I thought you were talking about.
Maybe I need to watch a 5-hour YouTube video essay on why this movie's good.
Nope. This is for people that like a lot of things that I don't like in general.
It's for babies.
This is for people that like think that Edge of Tomorrow is like a 10 out of 10.
Edging.
Related media hated it? Good. I know Destiny. I think Destiny gave it like a fucking 2. And people were like, you should debate Destiny on Dune. I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to argue with him that much. And also, I love hearing people's different opinions on movies. If somebody thinks a movie sucks, even if I love it, I would, like... I'll only argue if it's like a baseless political motivation or something.
Oh, okay.
Like, Barbie's hates men. But like, if you're arguing about like whether or not you connected with the film, like that's not really something I can convince you out of. That's just an entirely subjective thing.
And then Wonder Woman just comes out of nowhere.
See ya, chump.
I wish they'd cut that into movies. Like, there'd be serious moments like this, and then you just cut to see ya, chump.
We need Spider-Man to show up and do Scooby-Doo fart out of here.
That would probably make this movie a 10 out of 10.
What do I like more about Blade Runner 2049's story than this one?
There is one.
Oh my god.
It develops.
The world is not confusing. The characters' goals are not confusing. The things that I see in the universe feel real and not fake.
It subverted my expectations.
Every scene has like a different color palette, and it's not visually stagnant the entire movie. It's not brown the entire movie.
Yeah, they don't.
They
look
go
like
to different
Smurfs.
locations, and like some of the locations are like blue, some of the locations are like red. You know, the fucking hologram and the sinking, and like it all looks real. Like the characters are much better performed. They're much more well realized in terms of like their consistencies or like their motivations, or
There's a lot of show don't tell in I almost called it Cyberpunk. Blade Runner.
Blade Runner 2049 is a really great, by the books but better film. All right, Capieff is taking off his headphones. Looks like he is just leaving.
He's had enough.
He's gone. He's gone. Done. Gone to the bathroom. Yeah, I think that this and Blade Runner 2049 are wildly different films.
The spice melange.
There's a lot of just like saying things in a serious voice and insisting significance and playing serious music, but not actually things happening. Blade Runner 2049, he's searching for something and there's like a mystery. Like that's a very easy premise to get invested in.
Why are they carrying
like
a
finds
body?
Clues along the way. Like people are fighting because spice.
The spice melange. Oh, his water.
I don't care about any of this. You know, I'm not cooming over the fucking sandworms. I'm just really hoping that the second movie is like a bit more things happening and not nothing. I hate that line. Oh my god. Oh yeah, they're gonna show the really bad looking CG shot soon. I hope they fix that for the second movie. Could you imagine at the end of your movie you say this is only the beginning? One of the characters is like, hey, you bet you want to watch the second one.
If I went and saw this at the movies, I think I would have walked out angry.
I would have turned 360 degrees and walked forward into the theater screen. All right, show the bad shot. Oh, was that only on the HBO Max cut that they show the bad? Where's the bad shot?
What are you talking about?
I missed it? Oh. When was it?
You missed it, recent? Apparently. What are you talking about?
Oh, was that when I went pee? Oh, okay.
What's the bad shot?
There's a really bad shot where it shows like, oh, they're like fighting on a battlefield and like this is the future, and then like the mask comes up, the Power Rangers like mask, and it's like his head's way too small, like or big for it. Yeah, his head's like way too big, and they didn't scale it properly, and it doesn't look like a person in a thing. It just looks like the shittiest CG.
It looks like
it was in the
a very shitty TV screen underneath.
Oh yeah, that looked terrible.
Was like, Timothy not there on that day, or was it shot after?
It was just it was just a terribly realized shot, right? And for fucking Jesus, like Villeneuve has so many films where the special effects are just so well realized, and there's a lot of attempts here. You know, there's a lot of great choices made to help the visual look of this film. The visual consistency, but like,
is the subtitle sticking for you?
Yeah, this is only the beginning. Forever. But yeah, damn, like it's not that this isn't made with love. It's that this is just made for people that just like Dune already.
Yeah.
Is what it feels like. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to get. If I'm not a person that already likes Dune or already just likes the tone of just a Star Wars, even though it's a very different tone, but like the feel of like, oh, there's a bigger universe and it's science fiction and everybody says things seriously. Like, I need something more, you know? Like, I need something. What are you going to say?
Yeah, that was, like, I can appreciate all the movie and all that, and, like, the directing and But
I feel like I would like the book better.
You know how I
feel
said
like I
I
would
walked
probably
out
like
of
the
Blade
book,
Runner
honestly.
saying I don't know if I like that movie? I don't think I would have made it through this movie. I would have walked out.
I walked out of this movie and I was on an airplane.
Was it Alaska Airlines?
Yeah.
It all makes sense now. Yeah, maybe I need to.
Well, I'll
the
be
book a
seeing the
go.
second one in 70mm IMAX, and then hopefully it's not as boring, and maybe I'll have like a fucking energy drink or something. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just like, I'm mostly dreading the inevitable. Like, what's the
Maybe
highest I could give the highest I could possibly give the second film is gonna be like a 7 if it's consistent with this.
Really?
If it's consistent with what this is, what do you mean?
I honestly thought you were about to say the highest you could give it was a 6 because it couldn't be higher
No,
than the
yeah,
first one.
it could be a 7. It could be a 7. If there's more things that happen, and it's just more interesting or visually exciting or something, like what the fuck? This was 2.5 hours long, and I felt like I learned basically nothing for the entire movie, and it was just so
there are sand people. And
everybody's fucking bored of this shit.
Mr. Skarsgård is fat and can fly.
This is not made for my brain type.
Well, I'm usually into fantasy and all that. Yeah. Did not click for me. He also gave a 5 to part 2. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I have to change my rating for part 1. Like, it was a generous 6. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Why don't you just remove the rating and then pretend you never saw it?
It's like, what if you made a Christopher Nolan movie more boring?
No, that's not true. We could hear what the characters were saying.
The sound design was better, and then the sound was way better mixed in this than a Christopher Nolan film.
No, things actually happening.
Is sand that interesting? Is it that interesting that it's a bunch of sand?
Yeah, I think they chose to focus on the wrong things in that movie. You can't just be like, oh yeah, sand is great type shit, and then not show us why, vaguely tell us why, and then be like, this is only the beginning, and then...
I love Villeneuve, and I can't wait until he starts making other movies again.
Shit again.
Like, this little fucking side quest he's done, I just... Wait, sorry, is there a part 3?
There better not be.
What? Why does it say that on anybody can make anything on IMDb? Okay. I hope this is a fucking troll. No way. This has to be a fake thing that somebody just made. If part 2 is a success, yes. Oh, but that's going to be like based off of one of the spin-off books or something, right? Okay, yeah. So a part 2 is the end of like the actual Dune story, but then they might make a part 3 as like a spin-off thing. Right? Yeah, Dune Messiah. Okay. I think I remember hearing something like that at some point. Oh god, like it's so boring. Fucking god. What a waste of time.
You don't want to go tomorrow, do you?
Well, I'm not seeing it tomorrow, but I'm excited. Okay, I'm excited to see it because I'm going to see it in 70mm IMAX, and maybe more things will happen, right?
Right?
I have every reason to love this. I fucking love Villeneuve. Villeneuve's fucking sick. I've loved every Villeneuve movie except this. Yeah, all right. Well, I guess I'm going to bed. What do I want to do? Like, I'm so tired. Polytechnique was all right, but it was not 2.5 hours. So I'm inclined to be a bit more favorable toward Polytechnique. Jesus Christ, this is so boring. How does one cope? How does one survive? The 1984 one's going to be so much better. Entertainment-wise, there's no way it's going to be more boring. I'm miserable.
Yeah?
Yeah. All right, I got to go to bed.
You gotta go to bed angry now.
Twitch? Should I raid you?
Yeah, if you like.
All right, let's do it. Have fun with Torrakin. Yeah, literally just reaffirming
that it's pretty impressive.
But like,
how that didn't live up to the hype.
No, it's like it's so repetitive and stale and bland. All right, goodbye, everybody. I'm gonna raid you.
Bye bye.
Torkin, bye bye. Why did it not do it? I gotta press it again. Hold on. Beep, 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 beep. There we go. We are raiding soon. Bye.